Murder, Uncle Fucker.
Well, I think it started.
I don't see it yet.
You don't see it?
No,
Oh, you wouldn't see it. Yeah, there's a delay, you turd master.
There's always
Yeah.
you're a bitch.
Turn
I'm trying to
master.
confirm whether or not it's functional, assholes.
Oh, it should be functional.
Yeah, well,
There you go.
should is
Now
not the
it's
same.
functional.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Watching an ad.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
God. It's for Lego Star Wars.
It is. I got the same ad.
What?
What?
Yeah, Lego Star Wars, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I want Lego
Shit,
Star
there's
Wars.
a demo available.
Yeah, they announced it at E3. You could download it on your PS4 right now.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go do that right now. Fuck the
No,
after
you're
party.
literally not going to do that.
We're gonna do Lego Star Wars after party. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna download the demo and we're gonna do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Just kidding, I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
That would actually be a good idea.
I know,
You
I
could
know.
do it.
I wanted to get you really excited about it, and then I was gonna
Yeah.
just say, "Fuck it, never mind. We're not doing that." I was joking.
Cool. All right.
Did it
You
work?
entertain the folks for a minute. We got another pledge, so I gotta do it.
Did it work? Did I entertain the fuck out of you? Did I freak you out?
You fucked the entertainment out of me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy. Say, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the after party. This is where the real fun happens. Hi, Taryn Rich, Sega Mischief, Chugger Deathpit, Eldon Fisher, Louis Hurtado, Sega Caitlin, John Mangrum, CPTG, and everyone else that I haven't had a chance to read yet. Kevin Campbell,
Yo, Kevin Campbell's a hero.
Josh. Everyone's a fucking hero that's in
I know.
this chat. They're all my favorites.
He was. He asked for some secrecy, but he was super generous in the tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, awesome.
So
Yeah,
that's
he-
all.
Yeah. It's not that much of a secret, but
No, it was more than you think.
oh, nice.
Specific
Well,
about
we're telling you all the secrets now. This is so great.
what the party's all about.
What are you playing? I guess it doesn't matter. Hi, everybody.
What am I playing? What kind of a question is that?
We don't want your questions. We want their questions. You guys have questions for us? We'd be happy to answer a bunch of them. Alden asked, is it only The Force Awakens? Lego Force Awakens? I would assume so, because they already did. He's asking if they did the other Star Wars games. They did. They already have Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, or what was once the Complete Saga of the first 6 movies. They're pretty good games. And they're backwards compatible with the Xbox One now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, Stephen McDonald. Don't feel left out. I love you best.
Why does Stephen McDonald feel left out?
And Baby Cookie, because I didn't read
Aaron
his
didn't
damn
say
name.
anything to him, because Aaron's a jerk.
I'm a fucking asshole. I've already stated that. I don't understand why people think differently. Say,
Don't worry, Aaron. We've known for years.
I don't know how many of you watch the Blame Society Films channel, but I think on Saturday we're putting out a very special video. Chad Vader is making sort of a vague return just to unbox a very special helmet we received from Lucasfilms from The Force Awakens. It's Finn's helmet with the Stormtrooper helmet with the blood streak on it. It's way cool. It's going to be a really funny video. Then Chad Vader calls George Lucas to ask him why George sent him the helmet, and it turned out to be a really funny video. That'll be on the Blame Society Films channel.
Anybody else hear you say Dork Lucas?
Dork
No.
Lucas.
Sounded like Dork Lucas to me.
We can claim George Lucas. He lives in Chicago now.
Talia's here. Tyler Sullivan's here.
Ellie, did you get the I just sent out your postcard the other day. I hope you got it.
She'll tell us.
She will or she won't.
That's right. I'm a lovable douchebag. And then what was Emery? I forgot what Emery was. Just
A fuckface. No, you were called Dumry. They started calling you Dumry in the chat because you didn't know who Dan Quayle was or the whole potato incident.
Potato.
All right, Aaron, do you want to tell him the
remember.
potato story or should I tell him? Because
You
anybody who doesn't
should
know
tell
that.
it. I'm looking
Right,
at
so-
comments.
So he was vice president under the first Bush, and at one point he went to a school and was just like talking to kids and doing the whole like PR type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked a kid to go write, go spell potato up on the board, and the kid spells it correctly. And then Dan Quayle's like, well, you made a little mistake, and he puts an E at the end of the word potato, and he's like, that's how you spell it. And the little kid's like, no, there's no E at the end of potato. So the vice president of the United States got called out by a little kid on like television. It was hilarious.
And then he reinforced his stupid personality, I was basically his one personality trait for the rest of his life. So.
Yeah, I can count to potato idiot.
Yep, exactly.
Well, just
Taryn
'cause
Rich.
you're a bad speller doesn't mean you're dumb.
That guy is pretty dumb, dude.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, I've actually
Really
I've made mistakes like that before. Like, but it's usually like a George Bush. It's George Bush's fault that I mispronounced nuclear.
Yeah, to this day, you have an almost impossible time getting that one.
It's just he cursed me, man. He was Taryn Rich says I played my first board games. More complicated than Sorry in Trouble last week with some coworkers, and now I'm subscribed to the Blame Society Films channel. We play the board games all the time. We play new board games, we play some old ones, we play weird ones, and we drink. It's the best.
Emery needs to be on that show again, but he doesn't take the call.
He'll be on. We're gonna have him on.
Emery's really in high demand,
Fuck all
though.
this shit.
You gotta go through his agency.
Emery said he'd do it. He told me he'd do it before he signed with the agency.
I don't know if that's honored, man. I'm his agency. Emery, I'm gonna get you a good deal. Don't you worry. He's not gonna feed you that salt beer or that baby cookie spicy beer.
Good. Oh, that's.
He's gonna get you. We're gonna get you the primo stuff, man.
He signed up. Emery's agency is located at williammorris.emery.
They're the same people who host EmeryCon. We had a request that you would live stream EmeryCon.
Yes, I think that's a brilliant idea. Emery, Stephen McDonald wants to know, since he's getting me some jelly babies, would you like him to pick you up some Fry's Turkish Delight?
Yes.
Knew that you would say that.
You're volunteering me to bring all this crap back, man.
What does Matt Sloan smell like? He's on Blame Society Films. I've
Rose
always
petals.
imagined a ham sandwich, says Josh. His smell varies.
Yeah, the other day he smelled like pencils.
Yeah, he did. He smells like pencil lead.
Yeah, he smelled like pencils.
But he doesn't
That's-
always
that's-
smell like that.
I remember that when he walked in, he's like, "I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna smell today," and I was like, "Is that why it smells like pencils?" Because you don't usually notice pencils so strongly. But I was like, that smell when you hold a pencil up to your nose when you were a kid, that he smelled like that, but really.
Did he offer an explanation as to why he smelled like pencils?
Yeah, it was some sort of balm or something that he was wearing, and he actually slapped Adam in the face when I had him ask that question.
And I said, "Thank you. Can I have some more?"
He did.
I like
yep.
Matt. I like Matt a lot.
Tyler Sullivan says, just became a huge fan about 2 years ago. Funny ass story, want to give you props. Thank you, Tyler. When's the next time you guys to a community night on GTA Online? Well, that's what we're hoping to do maybe next Wednesday, because there has been a new expansion, which I actually don't know if it'll be any good for a big group, but we should probably try.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out. We'll have to think about the logistics of that one because we've put
yeah.
no thought into that.
It's going to take some messing about, but I think that we can do it.
There's a possibility that we'll have to do it in such a way where your audio is on the stream, but theirs isn't. I don't know exactly what we'll do. We'll come up with something.
Can you trust a man that smells of ham? Says Trigger Death Pit. You can trust him if he has ham. If he smells of ham, it's not necessarily. He's verging on trustworthy. That's how that works, according to Hal Thompson, expert. Dan Quayle, more like Dan Fail. Am I right? Says Josh. Dank Quayle.
Ha! You told him, that old vice president who's probably dead.
Sega
He's not
Mischiefs.
dead, dude. He was vice president like 20 years ago.
So?
Sega Mischief is very angry that I insulted his second favorite YouTube channel. Which channel is that?
Re-res, dude. Shane's a really good friend of mine.
I did not insult his
Wait.
channel.
Yeah, you did. You openly said, like, right at the beginning, "Who's Shane? Fuck him. You shouldn't be watching him." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Ooh, shit."
Yeah, I said you should watch us, and then I sarcastically said, like, because you should watch us because Emery's failing at this game badly.
Yeah, that's true. But you did insult him, and we can prove it because the stream went, public. So it's there for all
Wow.
time.
Damn.
I did not insult his
You
stream.
did.
I
That's
was
why
being
I sent you a message like, he's a friend,
totally
he's probably killed."
sarcastic.
I'm
Sometimes-
sure Shane would be fine with it, but he is going to have you
Sometimes,
killed.
you know what? He got free publicity out of it, so suck my dick.
Oh, Shane's a great dude. I'm going to be doing my panel with him at Too Many Games in Philadelphia.
You just love Shane a lot, don't
It's
you?
an amazing coincidence.
You obviously do. Like, you obviously are sucking his dick.
Hey, when in Toronto.
We are playing $1 Million, but I just filled out my form today. They're gonna ship that shit to me, and we might play it at VidCon, but we'll definitely be playing it soon, Alden. Yeah, as soon as they sent the form to me, I was like, oh god, I gotta fill this out and try to get it as quickly as possible.
In case you guys don't know, if you want to meet some of us at conventions, if you're going, Aaron's going to be at VidCon in Los Angeles that same weekend. I'll be at Too Many Games in Philadelphia. And as established before, Emery will be at EmeryCon.
I will be at Gen Con. I just bought my badge, by the way.
Gen Con's not that weekend, is it?
No.
Then it doesn't matter. You'll be at EmeryCon that weekend.
That weekend, yes. I'm just saying,
Okay.
I want to tell everybody I will be at Gen Con, which will happen eventually.
When is Gen Con?
Man, I don't fucking know.
August, I think.
Do you know? I'm curious now.
I don't know, but someone can find it. Kevin, I'm talking to you through my laptop, and it's not super high quality. I can actually probably plug my regular microphone in. Adam, can you field some of these questions, starting with
I'm looking up the whole Gen Con thing.
where I just left off? And yeah, we played Munchkin Cthulhu. You should check that episode out. If you just search Beer and Board Games, Munchkin Cthulhu, you'll find it.
It's August 4th through the 7th, so you can meet him there.
There you go, August. I told you.
I might be at some other conventions if you get. Well, we'll talk about that in upcoming
I'm a
episodes.
very busy man.
I'm
gonna go
very,
to
very
conventions.
busy. I'm very busy. But yeah, no, time enough for that later. All right, so yeah, let's look at some other questions here. Tyler Sullivan, hey guys, those props were that I got laid. Got to give you some guys credit. Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. Aaron Rich, I was introduced via their 7 Days to Die series. Yeah, anybody, you guys are all Patreon backers, so you guys probably already know this, but you can join us in games like 7 Days or GTA, depending on your pledge tier. You get higher priority, and then you get in, which is, I guess, imagine a bunch of you who are watching now will probably be the people we reach out to first for this GTA thing we end up doing next week.
I will say that for 7 days, it's going to take a while to get to more people, because right now we have a bunch that are kind of like doing their story arc, and once that, we're going to try to work new people in, but obviously, like right now we have 2 episodes still in the can, so it's going to take a little time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
so patience.
now I'm going to try to plug in my better microphone so that audiophiles can enjoy my voice less phone-like.
John Mangrum says we're creeping up towards the live 7 days again. Yeah, but I mean, realistically, that's not going to happen anytime soon. It would be nice, but it's still quite a while away.
But never
My goal is that we can actually hit like those higher tiers, the ones where we like go to like fan events like E3 or something, where we all just come out and we just do like a big thing where we get to meet up with a bunch of people in like Los Angeles or New York or something. That'd be cool. But that's quite a while from now. Or maybe from one of the European things, and we all go to London or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to switch mics real quick. Can you tell me in a second whether you can still hear me? Are you hearing this?
We can hear you, yeah.
Okay, here I go. I'm switching. Ready? Here I go. I'm switching. And I switched. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
It's sounding, but yeah, it's fine.
It sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds different. I don't know if better, but it's fine.
Well, I think it should sound better because I'm talking through my microphone now.
It sounds awesome. I think it sounds
In fact,
Thanks.
It sounds better.
debating.
Sounds
Awesome.
better.
Oh, okay.
I love how it
Thanks.
sounds.
Oh, guys, thanks. Okay.
Josh
Oh,
is
good.
following E3. I watched all of it. I actually did videos of it on my other channel. I don't know about these two. Did you guys, either of you, watch any of it?
I got updates from Adam, and I was actually unable to watch any of it, which really sucked. I watched the Dishonored trailer and Dishonored 2 trailer and like a couple other things, but I just didn't. I was not able to watch any of it. It sucked.
That's
All right, brah.
Yep.
Remember, do you even know what E3 is?
I've heard of it.
Okay, as long as you got. That's all I need.
How was that the play of the fucking game? That was some bullshit right there.
All right.
We can't see you.
You can't see me. What?
We can't see you play the game.
Really?
Well, no, how could
I'm
we?
looking right at it.
Oh, well, shit. There you go. Now you can see me.
Yeah, now I can see you.
Why didn't
All
you
right, guys,
mention
shut
that
up.
you
We
couldn't
have
fucking
questions.
see? That's hilarious.
I was just looking at comments. I don't care
That's
about
great.
you.
That
Yeah,
is
shut up,
great.
Emery. Emery, only speak when spoken to. You know the rules. Are we going to be doing GTA 5 on PC? Asks Brett Thomas. The answer is yes, just because that would make everything a billion times easier for recording and all that.
Do I really sound awful?
No, you sound
Talia?
fine.
She
Talia-
just says. She
You
says.
always sound awful. Yes.
What she's saying is that I sound awful just as a human.
Well, yeah, she's right about that. Your mic is fine, but you're
Okay.
an awful, awful person.
Just as an example of humanity, I'm awful.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're
The
worst.
idea of me sounds awful.
Yeah, like everything you represent in your voice is awful.
Okay, all right, I
That's
can
what
live
she
with
said.
that.
Yeah.
I can live with that as long as the quality of the sound that's coming through is not bad.
Oh, yeah, that's solid. You're
Okay,
all
good.
set.
Why is
Well,
Emery? Why has Emery lost every round? Why do you think, dude? I mean, is that a rhetorical question?
Why do birds fly? Why do fish swim? It's just what they're born to do.
We had a couple really shitty teams. Like both games, I got like at least one gold medal and the rest silver, which means that I was the best on the team or close to the best. And we just shit players.
Shit, player. Tyler
Shit
Sullivan.
players.
Tyler Sullivan says that he thought it was funny as hell that he discovered YouTube thanks to us. That's pretty cool.
That's
He's
kind
a
of
senior in college. He's still a fan, but now he's a typical douche fan. That's awesome. That's the best kind.
You're
of
here. You're in the super fan club, dude. You're not a douche.
Yeah, you're not a douche. We're the douches.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's what we excel at.
I have a mighty need for Dishonored 2 as well. I've already stated my needs for this game.
Yeah, he's been talking about it a lot. I'll be like, yeah, Aaron, did you take care of that email? I need Dishonored too. Like, okay.
I do. I just sit there and I think about it, and I can't answer emails.
Yeah, it's hard to get shit done.
Like, but dude, like, we're not gonna get paid any money this month if you don't answer that email. Like, nope, I don't care. Dishonored 2. Shut up.
Then you have to say, Aaron, you won't be able to afford Dishonored 2 unless you answer that email.
I will
Then he
go to
eventually gets to it.
I will go to Bethesda's offices and just like charm the pants off them.
You won't be able to afford the flight. You're done.
Oh yeah, good point.
Taryn Rich asks, somebody asked earlier during the live stream how we met, and I'd like to know as well. First of all, the guy who kept asking that kept trying to pretend he was a Patreon backer, and I know because he's like, oh, I deleted all the emails. Like I sent out like 4 of them, plus he would check his Patreon, and he's not really a patron. People do that. They try to get away with weird stuff.
And I'm always amazed at how like bad they are at doing it too.
Oh, I know.
That's
The
part.
con job is always awful. It's like, oh, I deleted it from my inbox and my email and my Patreon account without ever looking at any of it.
And I don't understand like how that would work on Patreon, but I still deleted it somehow.
And then I was just like, hey, send me a message through Patreon. If I get the message, I'll just send you the link. No problem. So naturally, he never does it. He's like, it won't let me log in. There's an error. Okay. All right. Sure. Whatever you say,
That's
buddy.
good.
Anyway, he kept that guy was asking us how we all met. Now, Taryn Rich, who is legit, actually did just ask us the same question on that guy's behalf, I guess.
Hold on, before you answer that,
Sure.
CPTG wants to play Overwatch with Emery. How does he get in on that, Emery?
I guess you would have to send me a friend request.
Wait, are you playing
an
Overwatch right
invitation.
now?
Is this
He is,
him?
yeah.
AOS
Oh.
1336? I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
What's your
But
What's your username, dude? And he'll accept your
Big
friendship.
Boss Emery.
He'll accept your friendship and try to play with you right now.
Yeah, Big Boss Emery. Send me a
Yeah,
something.
you guys are totally eligible to join Emery on this shit. If you'd rather do that instead of talk to us, that's fine.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I totally understand why you'd want to do that. Stephen McDonald says,
Oh my
next
God.
Mario, less kart racing. If Aaron loses, he has to dress as Mickey Mouse. If Emery loses, he has to dress up like the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
We can't afford the costumes.
But that's a great idea, though.
I'd love to see it. That'd be great.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine dressing like that.
Yeah,
It would be
you would have to. You would lose. Like, you would be the one who loses.
Depends on what game we play, dude. If we play a game that's meant for little girls, I will fucking dominate.
Okay.
Who is your joke's on you? Bethesda execs don't wear pants. That's true. I've seen them. They don't.
You skipped over the question we did that whole preamble for.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, how did we all meet?
Yeah, the short answer, the shortest possible answer here is that Emery and I met in college, and we were just basically doing film stuff together.
Lovers.
Aaron?
They were lovers.
Of course. Aaron used to do Chad Vader with Matt, who was his lover.
Correct.
And then at one point he posted a thing on Facebook like, hey, I need some help editing some stuff. So I just contacted him. I volunteered Emery to do all the work for him. And I remember going to Emery. I was like, you remember Chad Vader? He's like, yeah, I used to like that show. I'm like, you're going to be working on it. He's like, awesome. What are they paying? I'm like, nothing. You're just going to do work, and then we'll make friends with them. And he was like, oh, all right. And then that was that.
And those are literally the only Blame Society Films videos that Emery ever watched after that.
Oh yeah, I'm not even sure
the ones he had to edit.
I think he watched the footage he worked on, and then after that he's like, "What the fuck is Chad Vader?"
I don't watch any YouTube videos though.
Dude, yeah, Emery's a horrible friend. Like when it comes to stuff like that, he does not watch any of that shit. You'll send him like, hey, this is this thing we all worked on really hard. He's like, yeah, it's great. I don't care. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't give a shit.
Oh God!
He had to do we had to do this Jurassic Park walking through thing, right? And he was like, he made me play it, which was fine. Had like 9 hours of footage. I cut it all into like a movie, so he could understand the story to make the video easier for him. Took me a long ass time. He still would never watch it. Fucking asshole.
That actually I approve of.
Sounds awful.
That's whatever.
Just sounds the worst.
Alden Fisher says, I'm surprised I've been a subscriber for a while and I just realized you guys worked with Blame Society. Well, I am like
Blame Society.
I'm Blame Society, and I'm like the guy over here at Game Society too, so...
Fiorbe. What up?
He's Fiorbe.
Fioruencho.
Hey, Tyler Sullivan says, this is the best comment. Shit, it just went away. Hey, Adam. I watch your channel. Wait, I love your videos on your personal channel, although I disagree with a lot of the shit you say. But I love to watch an opposing view.
It's totally cool with me, man. I don't even see that comment, but it's cool with me. Oh, there he is.
I love that comment. Good job, Tyler. It is like I disagree with everything Adam says too. I just on principle alone.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he agrees that I should do that. So.
Yeah, I have fun with it. I don't give a shit. As we've established before, I don't really respect the opinions of others, so it really doesn't matter to me.
Wait, who are the fucking cheapskates? Is it us? I don't know.
Of course it's us.
Chugger Death Pit says, I actually didn't get an email from Patreon for this one. Check your spam. It might be going to spam or something.
Yeah, because we sent out a bunch of Patreon messages, so if you've been like deleting them, your email will just start auto putting them into the spam folder.
Yeah, then it's just like, you don't want to read these, huh? Okay, spam, and then like we never get an email from us ever again.
If you didn't get the email, shut up, Emery. If you didn't get the email, how did you get the link then?
He probably went to Patreon, dude.
Well, there you go. Or check the inbox, etc.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you gotta like star it and like mark it as like the really important and not spam and all that shit. Emery, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that as soon as this game's over, I'm gonna get the people in.
Okay.
Whoever wants to play with me.
You're a good boy.
Doc Regrow, I just glad I was finally able to make it to a live stream. Thanks for joining us, Doc Regrow. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah, boy.
Taryn Rich says my dog ate my computer. Please resend the email. I believe it.
Seems legit.
Kevin Campbell forgot his password. We're gonna have to we'll send you your password, Kevin.
Yeah, we got it. Don't worry.
Or we'll create a new one for you.
Yeah.
Sega Mischief, Adam, are you gonna continue to do periodical streams on your channel? I thought he was talking about like in the bathroom.
Oh,
like the one you did on Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this one this month because I'm just too busy. I'll probably do one next month though.
He's very busy. He's going to all kinds of things.
Yeah, I'm going to be gone for like most of July, so I have to have all this content made for my channel for all of June, which I just finished, and then all this shit I have to make for July while it's still June.
You pussy.
Thanks.
You can send us friend requests on stuff, but it's hard sometimes to, like on Steam, like I'm maxed out and like it literally takes me like 20 minutes to go through and delete a bunch of people and accept new people, so That's difficult for me. Other places are less difficult, but it just depends. What else? I need your battle tag number to add you. Emery, what's your battle tag number?
Oh fuck! I don't know. As soon as this is over, which it should be pretty soon. I'll let him know.
While you figure that out, Emery, Aaron, move on.
Okay, I'm just gonna burn through a bunch of these because I'm really far behind. So.
Yes, you are. You suck, dude. You suck.
Well, it's just I'm trying to
Just
get to
go
all
faster.
the comments.
No excuses.
No,
No
we
excuses.
promised we'd try to get to all the comments.
That's why I'm saying no excuses. Just start working on questions.
Okay, who are your favorite YouTube channels aside from your own? Says Josh. Quickly, one each.
I like the game
I like
theorists.
turtles.
I like turtles. I like game theorists. I like Angry Joe.
I like the angry AVGN.
I'm gonna be meeting him at the end of this month.
You wish you'll meet him. You wish you'll meet him.
Serious. I'm gonna be at too many games, and he's gonna be there.
And Emery's favorite channel is the Pasta Network.
Gaming Historian's really good. There's a bunch of great YouTubers out there. Maddox is a fantastic. There's a bunch of awesome channels. Midnight's Edge, phenomenal channel. All right, sorry, too many legitimate answers. Let's move on.
Thank you, Alden, for your explanation of what happened to your computer and why you need the link. That was awesome. CPTG remembers the Jurassic movie and it was neat.
Thank you, a hero.
Sega Mischief says Emery is the kind of person to go to a beach at night, fuck sand, and then leave the beach littered with green tissues.
When did Emery become Shrek?
I don't know.
Actually,
Emery-
I take that back. He has an old profile picture that's like him mutated with Shrek's body.
Oh, Shrekry. Shrekry. Shrekry is love, Shrekry is life.
That was when I first discovered Photoshop.
Yeah.
I was so proud of myself.
John Mangrum says, I have a serious Blame Society Patreon question. Does that also support Welcome to the Basement, or should I support them separately? Well, okay, so the Blame Society Patreon supports like everything that we do on our channel. If you only want to support Welcome to the Basement, yeah, he does accept specific Welcome to the Basement donations. I don't exactly know like how he does that actually. I don't really keep track of it, but if you want to support everything we do, that you would do the Blame Society Films, Beer and Board Games Patreon, because that goes towards all of it. Specifically, Welcome to the Basement is specifically Welcome to the Basement. But Taryn Rich, I learned the link between GSP and Chad Vader BSF a month or two ago. It's funny, like I forget that we need to like explain this to people.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Every once in a while, somebody will watch my videos and go, "Whoa, what the fuck, Fuhorbe?" I've been watching you for I remember one guy was Precious. He'd been watching me for like 3 years, and he'd been watching Blame Society for 3 years, and it just randomly hit him one day when he looked at the poster and the behind me in all my videos, and he's like, "Wait a minute." It does happen from time to time, man. People just they get mind blown.
Josh says, "Hey Aaron, this is more of a Blame Society question, but what happened to Andrew? We had an argument." Taryn Rich says, "The cheapskates are the people who try to con their way into Patreon stuff." There you go. See, that's who they are. Adam and Emery made pornos in college. They did. They fucked like cheese logs and stuff.
Yeah, check it out. It's a movie called The Boner. It's on my channel. It's totally real, but it's
Tyler Sullivan. Oh, dude, this is good. Here, let's check out this story. Tyler Sullivan says, "Hey, Aaron, I really want to give you and Emery credit for getting me laid freshman year. Me and the girl watched Skyrim for Pimps until 4 a.m. Then that whole thing happened. Thanks, guys."
You're welcome.
That's the best story ever. I'm hoping you were watching like early Skyrim for Pimps, like with Astrid or something like that, where you just like that got you guys in the mood.
Yeah, the blooming relationship between Foon and Astrid got you laid.
If it was like a Soggy Balls episode, I would find that a little bit disturbing, but like depending.
Tyler's literally the second person this week to tell me that Skyrim for Pimps got them laid.
Really?
Yeah, there was another fan that contacted me earlier and said that, it was actually a girl. She was like, "Yeah, so I was watching Skyrim for Pimps and I was hanging out with this guy," and he was like, "What's that?" And then we started watching it together, and then he really liked it, and then next thing you know, bam.
That's
great. That's so awesome. We're spreading so much love around the world.
Physical love because of Skyrim for Pimps.
I'm
You're
so
welcome.
proud. I'm so proud right now.
We got people laid.
We brought the pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Emery, Kevin Campbell says, Emery is my spirit animal. I watch shit I think I'll like. No more, no less. There you go. Well, although Emery...
Oh, Emery's your spirit animal because you watch shit?
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Like
Kevin,
Emery
I know
reminds you of poop?
I know what you're saying, and in theory that works. However, Emery just went to see the Warcraft movie, World of Warcraft, and he didn't think he was going to like that. But ultimately, I think you sort of did.
It was all right. I mean, it was okay. Out of 10, I would give it like a 6, maybe.
Okay, so to add CPTG, Emery, he needs your number, Big Boss.
Yeah.
Emery number 0, like whatever the 4-digit number is that comes after.
It's I just put it into the chat actually.
Great.
Sadie Pimps posted something that was me. It's Big Boss Emery #, or hashtag 1470.
Pound sign. What are you from, like the 20s?
Yes,
Year 20s. Josh says, "Hey Adam, what's your channel?" It's Figure It Out Production.
That's incorrect. It is youtube.com/Adam Corley. It's just my name.
Yeah, Figure It Out Productions.
Which is the name of the company, not the name of the channel. It's not what
Figure
you asked.
Figured Out Productions.emery.
Yeah, did you know Blame Society is actually Aaron Yonda? It's just you just type Aaron Yonda and that's the channel.
I dare you to type AaronYanda.com and see what happens.
That's we bought the domain. That's a porn site now.
It is, yep, it will be. Taryn Rich says, I'm already friends with Emery and Aaron on Steam thanks to the 7 Days episodes I joined in on. It's like a testimonial during a commercial. Thank you, Taryn Rich. I joined 7 Days to Die with Aaron and Emery. We fucked blueberry pies together.
Now I have AIDS.
Blueberry AIDS though, they're better.
Blades.
Yeah, Alden, watch out. Everybody, they grow up, they get married, and then they like have kids, and then video games are done. And even if video games are your job, like if you're a parent, you're not allowed to play them. It doesn't matter if they're your job or not. Just ask Jason.
Welcome to the gun show.
The Pasta Network is a fine channel, Josh says. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up on comments here. Saw something about Craig Johnson, but it just all went away. I'm gonna start where I can see.
He said Craig Johnson looks like the priest from The Exorcist.
Oh, I really like the Hydraulic Press channel. That's the answer to that question somebody asked a while ago.
Delayed reaction much?
Yeah.
Although you are right, that channel's fucking sweet.
Some good stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It is very good.
The guys who run it are surprisingly funny. Or the guy.
Yeah. Well, because they have this really thick, like, was it Finnish accent? And it's just, like, amazing to listen to.
You definitely... Yeah. What?
Okay, I messed up. I forgot. I live in the EU. We can't play together. Oh, that's too bad.
Wow. Bummer. Real bummer. Tyler Sullivan, follow up on his story. It was the Astrid episodes.
There you go.
Sweet.
Good job, man. Good job.
Go
That's
on.
great. I can't even get my friends or my brothers laid, but I can get random people I've never met laid.
Twice this week.
Twice this
Yeah.
week.
Good job.
I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I did run into a fan once when I was at GaryCon. And not only did I run into a fan at GaryCon, but I had signed up for a game that only had like 7 players in it. And I sat down with my girlfriend, and the guy sat down next to me. He was like, "Hey, are you Emery from Game Society Pimps?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, cool, I'm a big fan." I was like, "What the hell, really?" There was like 7 people in this game, and he was one of them. Isn't that crazy?
You act like that's never happened to you, dude.
That has literally never happened to me. Like something that crazy. I mean, I've met fans before, but that was.
I think the craziest fan encounter we ever had was we both met the same guy at 2 totally different places.
Yeah.
Like you met him at that Japanese grocery store,
Uh-huh.
and then like a week later, I ran into him at a Half Price Books.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
He works at the Half Price Books, and so I was just walking around, and all of a sudden this guy just yells out "Few Horbe!" And my native instinct when I hear that is just like go into full depressed mode and look for something to gather that I have to bring somewhere else. And then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense here. Who's saying this? And then I look over, it's just some guy, and he's like, hey, I really like beer and board games. And I was like, oh my god. And he's like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emery. I don't think you remember this, but from the last chat that we had, you actually found out that fan that you played with at GaryCon was John Mangrum.
Yeah, that's right. That was him. I
He's
keep
in the
forgetting
chat
the name.
now, dude.
That's John.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, that was him. That's pretty cool. I had this crazy experience at PAX like last year. Did we go last year? Yeah, last
Yeah, we
year.
went last year.
It's the first time I've ever. Jason and I were walking around, and we encountered a female fan, and she did this thing where she like looked shocked and like she was gonna pass out. And I didn't know that, like why she was doing that, and then she was like, "Oh my god, you guys, I love all the videos you make and all the." I don't remember. I think she was a fan of beer and board games or something, and she just like it was this fan moment that I'm sure a lot of really popular, creators of things have that I've never seen before, which is they almost like, yeah, but she just about like passed out and like was in total shock, and I was just like. It was so surreal, and it's never happened again, and I'm sure it never will. But at least I got to experience that once.
I've had that happen a couple of times. It's always totally random. Like when Emery, like when we went to that Smite in Atlanta, just going through. I had my badge, and I'm walking through, and the guy's like checking the badges, and this one dude, the guy running it, does like a triple take on me, and then as I'm walking away, he's like, wait. And I was like, yeah. He's like, are you Adam from Beer and Board Games? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing here? And I was just like, Smite. It was funny. And then I got recognized walking home, like right outside, like right near my apartment building. This dude just sees me, and he's like, are you Adam Korlick? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, dude, need a selfie. So I took a selfie with him, but I kept like walking well past my building just in case, so I didn't want anybody to know like where I live. But yeah. That's happened a few times, man.
Good job.
It happens way more at conventions. I'm sure you'll notice when you go to VidCon. And Emery, if you go back to EmeryCon, I bet your cats notice you.
Everybody knows me at EmeryCon. I'm like
Dude,
the most popular, famous celebrity at EmeryCon.
You are the premier attendee. I'll give you that.
Yeah, what are you doing for your keynote speech this year at EmeryCon?
I'm burping the Mr. Rogers theme song.
Of course. So how's that gonna go?
Well, you're gonna have to go to fucking EmeryCon if you want to find
Oh
out.
fuck, man, I can't afford the entry fee.
Yeah, EmeryCon's really expensive.
It's like you have to pay like 3 toilets full of shit or something.
3 toilets
Hey.
full of shit. Yep.
You have to
Yeah.
pay 3 toilet rolls.
Alden, you know what? Yeah. Just take Skyrim for Pimps out to a bar and start playing it on your laptop and be like, "Oh wow, this is really funny," and then chicks will come up and then you'll be all set. And the Dust Bowl in your pants. Stephen McDonald. I looked up AaronYonda.com and searched through the week in his life, and he found, yeah, it's true that it does exist. That is happening, and I wrote about a whole week in my life.
Okay.
You'll understand. I'll
DPGG sent you a new friend request. He changed his region. Try it again, Emery.
Okay. That's right, you can do that.
She did swoon. She swooned. It was weird.
She swooned. It was weird.
This is good. Josh says, EmeryCon is Emery sitting in the middle of the room surrounded by mirrors.
Sounds like a lot of fun to me.
It does.
I'm dead. Widowmaker fucked me.
Stephen McDonald says, do you want me to make a show of Adam when he is in Ireland by swooning and laying on the ground until everyone stares at Adam awkwardly? Yes, please do that. And dress up like Bugs Bunny as a woman. Adam will love that.
Tyler, I also accept that it's digital content's inevitable, but I'm going down with the ship, man. I'm fighting that to the end.
He is. And Emery constantly argues with him about it.
It is fun to actually argue with him about it.
I occasionally argue with him about it, but... Like,
that's how you know you're right, because people argue with you on your preferences when it doesn't affect them.
No,
It does affect me.
It doesn't at all.
It's like having an aging relative who like has a is like dying but like won't accept it.
Yeah, it makes you feel sad that you.
It just makes
like,
you feel
know
really
them.
sad. Yeah.
You just remind me of like lunatic religious people who are like, join our cult, and I'm just like, I'm not interested. That's what you guys remind me of.
Yeah, it's instead of join our cult, it's like get with the times.
No, because I disagree. I don't want to do that. I do not believe in giving up your rights as a customer for no fucking reason.
You know, the thing is, I think there's a place for you. It's like a very small place, and it's like at the bottom of like a deep well, but it does exist.
Yeah, like I said, I'll go down with the ship proudly.
Great. Because what's going to happen in the future is there's not going to be anything physical at all. Even
No,
like,
You need to understand clear. I don't have a problem with like things like digital music. It's games specifically.
but everybody's eventually just going to wear fucking like contact lenses or goggles and shit, and you won't need anything other than that. That's all you'll need in an internet signal, and that's it.
Great, but it's whatever.
That's
I'm
the-
nearly 30, dude. I'm there's gonna come to a point where like I already have more games that I could fucking play in my lifetime. I don't really care if I can't play online shit in the future. It doesn't matter to
Yeah.
me.
Online
You're new-
shit.
You're nearly 30. It's time to get set in your ways and to
Yeah.
stop learning new things.
Dude, you know who I was raised by? I was raised to think about my retirement since I was like 9. You know,
Right.
so you gotta go that way, man.
Great. So start pulling your pants up over your belly button. Make sure that they go up to your knees, and make sure make sure you try to seem old.
Thank you. I'll just imitate you.
Good work. Emery and his cats deserve a 24-pack of Coors Light, says Sega Mischief.
Wow, Emery's cats would get fucked up.
Yeah, they really would. And they're already fucked up, so I don't think it's a good idea.
I can't imagine a worse sentence. Yeah, I mean they're raised by you. That's got to be bad.
Alden
Bad
says Titanfall 2. What do you guys think?
I didn't care about Titanfall 1 for reasons previously explained. It's an all online, digital, basically only game. The second one, the fact that they added a single-player offline campaign does intrigue me. I'm willing to check it out.
David's 7286. I was the one who said the name change for Celine Debot to Celine Detron, which was very
Brilliant.
helpful. It was very brilliant. And yeah, you are the guy who said that. Sometimes we get multiple people saying stuff, but if I do remember your username being the one who suggested that. And thank God, because Celine Debot was so dumb. I'm so disappointed and
Lucky
sad
man.
about that.
It was a good idea. It just was half baked. Obviously, it wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah, but even Celine Detron is like not super cool.
It's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah,
No,
it is.
shut up.
Yeah.
Now you're insulting the fan at this point.
No, I'm just shutting you. I want you to shut up. They can talk all they want. In fact, I want them to talk more. More questions, everyone. Chugger is mad at me because I'm nearly 30. Sorry, dude. I want to clarify that statement, though. Like, I was just saying, like, I don't need to buy video games forever. I don't care.
Taryn Rich says, I'm 34. I'm starting to give serious thought to telling kids to get off my lawn. It's what happens. It just happens.
Yeah, you
I have
should
a-
see all the people Aaron tells to get
I
off.
have a very small lawn, but there's a large quantity of people I'm always wanting to tell to get off my lawn.
It's true. I've seen it. Including me. Like, he's expecting me. He has the door there. He knows I'm coming, and he still doesn't want me to walk on his lawn.
Oh God, no! I always tell him not to on my lawn.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about putting like landmines in it, or
You sick fucking weirdo.
what's like less deadly than landmines?
A lot.
Spears,
Plastic?
spear traps.
Oh,
spear
spears.
traps.
Just bear traps. That'll keep him.
Bear traps. Oh yeah,
Don't
bear
worry.
traps. I'm gonna put bear traps.
Mouse
on my lawn.
traps.
Yeah, mouse traps.
Whatever.
Yeah, mouse
You got
traps. Good plan.
Just like get people on their toes. Make them think twice about coming on your lawn.
Sugar apologized. He said, I mean, praise Adam.
Oh, I know. We made peas already.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're official.
Titanfall 2 apparently has single-player campaign, so that's something.
Out loud.
What?
I literally, when they asked that question, that's exactly what I said. Good job paying attention there, buddy.
I don't listen to you.
I know you don't. It's very apparent.
Alden says I got 4 more years till 30. Live it up, dude, because once you're 30, it's fucking done. It's done.
Ask Aaron, he turned 30, what was it, like 40 years ago?
Yeah, like 70 years ago I turned 30.
Jesus Christ. You do look, admittedly, you look really good for your age.
I'm a Time Lord.
Good. Will Skyrim for Pimps continue now that the remastered version has been announced? The remastered version actually will have no effect on the show. Very unlikely anyway, because the show's not over, but it is coming to the end, and it will be the final season. It's possible the remaster might make the videos easier to produce instead of using the PC version, but I kind of doubt it.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, I agree. The only way it would potentially be easier is if the mods are essentially like glorified DLC where you just install them and they just work, as opposed to all the shit Emery. Full credit to Emery here. He has to go through fucking hell to make shots work in that show. And I doubt the console versions would make that somehow more efficient. But if they did, that would be a huge time saver. Unless that's the case, no, that will have no effect on the show.
All right, Sega Mischief. I know what you're saying. He says, when I'm at stoplights, I shake my car back and forth to confuse old tards like Aaron. That doesn't actually confuse me. I actually like it when people do that because I think that they're having fun or doing something like fun.
And he goes, I remember when I had fun.
No, I actually, I will occasionally still shake the car every so often. I get out the old. Take off my pants and then shake the car.
Is that because people think you have like a palsy or something?
No. 30 is when life starts.
Oh, okay, good. And then I'm not born yet.
It's when you start realizing that life is important.
I really, really hope that you're actually right about that, because I do not have my shit together right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you suck, man.
You'll get it together in your 30s. You'll realize you'll realize that you're gonna die, and either you'll get it together or you'll just
Just die.
fucking throw your body in a pit and give up.
I still have money on Emery not making it past 35. I think he's
35.
done.
I thought it was 30.
How much? How much you want to bet?
Originally, it was no. If you remember, there was a Beer and Board Games episode where I said 38. I thought was when you were clocking out. I'm gonna start pushing that up to 35.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
you're pretty much done around then.
Think I'm gonna die? Like die?
Oh yeah.
For
Oh
reals?
yeah. Oh yeah. You're done.
Okay.
Taryn Rich says Skyrim for Pimps has such a complicated set of timelines it needs a reboot, remastered. You know what I've always wanted though is a timeline, a playlist of Skyrim for Pimps that goes according to the actual timeline.
Yeah. Aaron says that, but he doesn't understand how complicated and impossible.
I know it would be impossible and complicated, but I still want that.
Here's the thing: I do actually have a master timeline for that show, because I keep track of the events of the show, and then I also, it's scripted. I write out the events that are going to happen, like the major story points. To be clear, all the comedy stuff that's all Aaron and Emery. They totally do all that. I just come up with hey guys, we have to go to this place in the episode, and this has to happen. So do whatever the hell you want to make that happen, etc. But yeah, I keep track of all that. My dream actually is that once the show is wrapped up, I can take this timeline and pass it off to a ghostwriter and artist, and have them make up a really nice fancy Skyrim for Pimps timeline book, like a coffee table book. That'd be fucking awesome as shit.
There you go.
Agree.
I think anybody would ever do it.
Stephen McDonald is still awake over in Ireland. He says, it's morning when you hear the Uilleann pipes, Irish bagpipes, in one of the houses nearby.
Them there, dude. Kudos.
Is that really? Do people get up and play the bagpipes at 5 in the morning or 6? That's devotion. Cade Lynn says, what do you guys like more, telling the stories, i.e. Skyrim for Pimps, or just playing the games? I think we like both of them. I really like telling the stories of Skyrim for Pimps and also 7 Days to Die. but I also like just doing one-offs or random videos or, Life is Strange or whatever, just like weird things. I mean, we enjoy doing all of it. I guess that's why we do it. I sometimes think our storytelling stuff is more successful,
Yeah,
But
because people get invested, dude.
but it's also a lot harder to make those. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
if
for
I'm gonna answer
fun,
that-
I enjoy playing the games.
Mhm.
But I mean, for like a sense of accomplishment, the story.
yeah, exactly.
I agree completely. Like, to me, there's nothing better than when we put out like a really solid Skyrim for Pimps that really progresses things. Oh man, that's so satisfying. But I mean, I won't lie. I love going back and watching things like I just watched. I rewatched those farming simulator videos we did. Some of the funniest shit we've ever done.
They are actually really funny, and usually our funniest videos, no one sees them because
Nobody.
they
watches
just
them.
they aren't popular. They aren't like I don't know what they aren't, but
They're
for some
just
reason.
not. Yeah, they're not like mainstream enough. They don't have enough of an appeal because part of it is they only go on for a couple of episodes, which is why they're so good because they're funny because they only need a couple episodes to make their point. But if you miss one, you miss the whole thing. So if you guys watch some of our stuff from like 2014, like the farming simulator shit, Ride to Hell, definitely rewatch that. Some of that stuff's been fantastic.
Tyler, we'll probably go for another 10 minutes. I think we're going to wrap it up here pretty quick. It's 30 is when it starts, Kevin. I'm telling you, it's the best. Bubba Bubba B for a ringtone. That would be amusing for a little bit, probably. Talia says, I'm 17 and I'm already done. Oh man, no, that's too early. You can't be done when you're 17. You're so
Everyone's
not-
done with their 17, but when they turn 20, they realize they're not really done.
Yeah, exactly. It just seems like it, and then you turn, 20 or you go to college or whatever, and you're not done anymore.
The college age, you'll wake up again.
But there's a good balance at 30 where you're like, you're not quite young anymore, but you've got a little bit of wisdom, and like, you're not a total, you're starting to get things, but you don't get all of it, so like, you're not totally cynical and unhappy.
So how about 40?
I don't know what that. I can't wait to get to 40.
How about 50?
50. I
Can you
can't
tell
wait.
us more of these ages?
When you get to 100, it's the best age.
All right.
Isn't
See,
he
Aaron is like so old, he's going backwards again. He's like got a Benjamin
Yeah.
Button thing happening. It's pretty cool,
Benjamin-
actually.
Benjamin Butthole.
Yeah, Benjamin Button.
Are you trying to play the Futurama theme on those bells, Emery?
Damn it!
John Mangrum, since you were idly wondering, I worked out the seasons for 7 Days to Die, and you're currently in season 7. Thank you. I've been wondering, and that's totally awesome. We've done 7 seasons of 7 Days to Die, you guys.
Woo! Yeah, but that's defined as every time the alphas or whatever updated, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, every time I destroy a fort and we switch.
No, it's every time I presumably fucked with the universe and reset it or something.
Well, something like that.
Yeah,
7
whatever the,
days-
hell,
It's not-
whatever the hell our story is.
It's not Adam Korlick resetting it. Or maybe
I
it
know.
is. Maybe
Yeah,
that's the
ooh,
twist.
Spoilers.
CPTG says it's 7 a.m. here. God damn, you must be. Oh,
That would be
man.
most of Europe other than the UK, Ireland,
Yeah.
or Portugal.
So like
So maybe-
Greece.
Yeah, maybe Germany.
Greece. I predict Greece.
I'm gonna say Germany is the most likely just because of
man.
population.
It's just so hard to get to all the comments because we talk so long.
We're stupid.
I know. Aaron, will you ever bring out an Adam Sandler walkthrough? Never.
That would be awful. No offense, dude.
Of course it would.
I'm playing no game. Like the whole video like that, it'd be terrible.
Okay, Jar Jar. Didn't I accidentally go into Jar Jar too, though? At the same
Yeah,
time.
it's hard to not do that.
Yeah, it is. Equally annoying.
That's what Ahmed Best was doing. He was just doing an Adam Sandler impression for all of fan.
Like Jamaican Adam Sandler. This Overwatch character reminds me of Finn in Adventure Time learning ice magic with Jake.
That's a great story.
You do need to watch the Farming Simulator episodes. It's so great that that game, just like you lose money as you walk around. I love that.
My favorite joke in that is like you start off with like $13,000, and then by the end of it you're broke. And you said something effective like, "Emery, you blew through $13,000 in a day," just like real life, you know. Something to that effect. And then Emery, you had this weird joke about being George W. Bush and running a farm, and that your son was like this angry German guy. You were really funny back then, Emery. You were really good.
Well, thank you,
I don't know.
man.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why you're not funny anymore, but you used to be really good.
No
You're okay
comment.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
too
I'm
busy
funny.
owning nubs.
John says the first season of 7 Days ran up through the destruction of the P Factory, so it included 2 separate fort destructions, probably the house and the P Factory.
Oh.
And if you notice in the most recent episode, we revisited the farm, the same farm that I destroyed way back in those early episodes. Obviously, someone rebuilt it.
Fuckers.
Yep. 7 Days plot twist from Taryn Rich turns out to be a simulation that Aaron and Emery are trapped in, and Adam is the developer. Like it's like a game in progress that you've been developing and making us like test out. That would be really funny.
Yeah, all right. Let's go with that plot line. Why not?
Oh, almost caught up.
Keep going, man. We're counting on you.
I'm getting there.
You're making Emery sad.
John says I run the books for the family farm, and I gotta tell you, you blow through $13,000 in a day more often than I like to think about.
That makes sense.
Well, you gotta buy. Sometimes you gotta buy a new corn spreader.
To get potato trees.
Yep.
I'm the only one who's gonna remember references to that video because I watched them recently. Those were good.
I did
though.
too. I watched one of them. You gotta buy. Sometimes you have to buy a new wheat mangler. When Emery drove down a stairway and got the tractor stuck was great. Yeah, I remember that part. That part was amazing, I admit.
I like the part when you were. We're just gonna start rehashing our own videos here, but I like the part. the tractor, and you were like gonna try and kill a guy by running right over him, and then you ran through him, and it had no effect. And then Aaron, you just went, "Thou shalt have no fun whilst playing Farming Simulator."
Yeah, exactly.
See, he's from Croatia, dude.
So I was close.
Geographically, yes.
Even better. Even better. Those cows won't plant themselves. Was that I think that was a joke I made.
I don't
Or
know.
did you just make that joke?
I think it sounds familiar.
I think it does.
She's from Mexico. Greetings
All
from the north of you.
We are in the Great White North.
No, that's Canada.
Oh, right. Pretty soon we're building a wall so Canadians can't come in.
No, they're gonna build a wall to keep us out, dude.
Oh, good plan. Actually, much gooder plan.
It's gonna be called the Maple Curtain.
Somehow we have to work Farming Simulator into 7 Days to Die.
Okay, go ahead.
That would be cool.
You could just make a farm.
Yeah, I kind of have a garden. I don't have a farm now.
All right.
We're getting into fan theory area now, says Taryn Rich. And we should
Well-
probably get going.
Okay.
Well,
Late,
I just
so late.
ended that game, so that's perfect.
Do one more round, and we'll do some power questions, and then we'll go.
Okay.
We gotta give them a. That's only fair.
Because we should let the people overseas get some sleep, man.
Yeah, man.
That's fine.
You're
That's
in
why I said
charge.
one power round of questions, and then we'll go.
Ourselves. We need to get some sleep too.
Well, then why did you say Talia? Why did you say you were from Mexico? Now she says she's from Kansas. She's all over the place.
I'm lost.
I don't know. Whatever.
Man, some salty people in this fucking game. Holy shit.
Why are they salty?
I don't know. Probably to complement their sweetness.
Wow. Anybody got power round questions, or maybe we will go?
Emery's searching for a game.
Okay, you search for a game.
He ain't got no game though. He ain't never gonna find it.
Yeah,
He
like
got-
you wouldn't be in a movie called He Got Game like Ray Allen, made by Spike Lee. You'd be in He Doesn't Have Game, and it would suck.
yeah, we'd be in dead lack of game.
Yeah, there'd be no game.
Arriving at
You'd just be like, you would just have your face on the cover and like sadness, and there's people nodding their head.
Here he goes. He's going to defend Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Mm-hmm. Watch me defend. I'm gonna be a Roadhog.
Fuck my sleep.
You can
I'm not-
and live in another. Is that
Wait,
a
what'd
que-
you say? You're cutting out, douchebag.
It says you can be from one country and live in another. I'm not sure if he's actually asking us.
Oh, it's because somebody said that they were from Mexico, or no, they were Mexican, but not. What?
I got you. Italians of Mexican descent living in
Yes.
Kansas.
Yes, it was a sarcastic
That's
question.
impossible. That's impossible. How did you do that?
Well, you know, shit happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Josh asks if we've ever seen The Burb starring Tom Hanks. Yes, I have. I didn't think
I've
much
seen
of it.
I don't remember it, but I've seen it.
I've seen it and I don't remember it. How about that?
Oh, Aaron or Emery, this is probably a better question for you. What's your favorite Skyrim mod that you've used for Skyrim for Pimps? Asks Taryn Rich.
There's a there's a mod that allows you to use kill moves for every weapon type, no matter what weapon you're using, which is really awesome. It's called like the Dance of Death. I'm pretty sure. I like that mod a lot.
Who's your favorite Overwatch character?
Junkrat. I fucking love Junkrat.
Talia wants to know that Trump hasn't gotten her yet.
Good.
She wants us to know that she's still safe. It's like, well, he's not in the White House yet, so.
He'll get you someday, though. I mean,
Do you like-
Look out.
He'll get you.
Do you like Brussels sprouts? Well, in fact, I just had a Brussels sprout pizza for dinner.
You're disgusting.
Oh my god, I got swarmed.
It was so good.
It's not that the Brussels sprouts are a bad thing, it's that they don't belong on a pizza.
You
Yeah, but
seriously
they-
had a Brussels sprout pizza?
Dude, it was so good. It had bacon and Brussels sprouts and pizza.
Look at that.
Best thing ever.
Okay.
The best.
What is that? What was that?
It's a it's a little pig.
Oh, that's
Roadhog.
cute. Gas pig.
Gas pig. I can just put it wherever I want.
Will Emery beat his Doom Feith record in Overwatch? I didn't mean his death record.
Wait, Emery just said I can just put it wherever I want.
I can just put it wherever
Yeah,
I
whatever.
want. It's great.
That's what he said.
Emery, will you beat your Doom Feith record in Overwatch?
My death record?
Douche
Yeah, yeah.
record.
Times you died.
Douche record.
Probably.
Okay, good.
I agree. We should play more Hello Kitty games. I'm so good at those.
That was dumb.
What the fuck? What was dumb?
The Hello Kitty game.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was awesome. If it was dumb, then Emery would have won because he's dumb. DUM.
That's why all the Mario Karts are dumb. That's why
Why-
Rocket League is dumb.
He gets dumb. Like, literally every other game in Mario's Kart was dumb. You realize the only game you actually won other than Mario Kart 64 was Hello Kitty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's my legacy. I don't give a shit about the other games.
Of course, because you didn't win them. It's a very
Exactly.
convenient argument to make.
It's a straw man argument.
Plans for future game series? Aaron? What?
We're gonna eventually we're gonna try out the fucking shit. What's the name of the game? Don't get hungry or whatever. Don't starve.
Don't get hungry.
Essentially the same thing.
I don't know if that'll be a series, but we'll probably play it. I want to make a Dishonored 2 series. What?
I was just saying that series are hard because they entirely depend on people watching them. Like if it was up to us, we'd still be doing Far Cry stuff. We'd be doing all these other shows we want to do, but
Red Dead Redemption.
Witcher probably would still be around. Conker's
3.
Bad Fur Day. All these games that we really liked and we wanted to do shows on. It's just like people don't fucking watch them, and that's always what kills a series. There's very rarely any other reason.
Unless it's like, Ride to Hell, in which we would never want to make a series.
Yeah, that's a completely different situation.
Yeah,
that's
we're
why
still
those
forced to.
ironically, that's why those come back, because like Disneyland and Ride to Hell, people love to see us suffer. They love it. I mean, all of you are here because you support us on Patreon, and Patreon goals were to make us suffer. So in a way, you're all wanting to us to suffer, which I guess we appreciate. But yeah, that's why those shows die off, is because that people don't watch them enough.
Reformed the Hound versus Zombie the Mountain. Who wins? I think the Hound would beat Zombie the Mountain. Like Zombie the Mountain's got strength, but I don't think he's the smartest.
Well, he's also apparently impervious to like damage, which is kind of a big deal when you're trying to fight somebody.
Well, but see, the Hound would just like take his head off or his leg or whatever. I mean, the thing is, he might be impervious to pain, but you can still like take out a limb, or there's a way to take him out, and I feel like the Hound would figure that out. So you're talking about like basically a robot versus a thinking, huge, smart person. The Hound's gonna win.
Well, if you think the Hound can beat the Mountain, then shouldn't Brienne of Tarth be able to beat the Mountain?
Probably.
She beat the Hound. I mean, it stands to reason.
Does stand to reason. It's never gonna happen though, sadly. I don't see them
Why do you
like.
think it's not going to happen?
No, Cocaine Bowl ain't gonna happen, dude.
Oh.
He's going north now. He's gonna fight White Walkers and shit.
All right, moving on. Kevin Campbell asks, how many episodes do you make before you decide it isn't worth it to continue? It completely depends on how much we like the game and how good the show actually is, in our opinion, and how hard it is to make. So like Far Cry, with the views it was getting, or Far Cry Primal, realistically, should have only had like 2 episodes. But we enjoyed it enough that we were willing to push through and give it a little bit more of a shot. But
It was the same with the Far Cry 4 series that was me and Adam, where we were just like having fun making it, and
so we got 3 of them done, and then we were gonna actually cancel it right there. But I was up there and we had nothing else to do. I was like, fuck it, let's record and just see how it goes. And we really liked it. So we made 2 more, gave it another shot, and nobody fucking watched.
well, not nobody, but
Well, okay, not enough people.
a minimum amount of people watched, and so that wasn't
Yeah.
sustainable.
Yeah, because basically, if you lose more money making the video than you at least make on the video, you don't at least break even. You can't justifiably keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Leisure Suit Larry for Pimps returning, unlikely. I think that just died off because of, again, lack of views.
Unless they make a new series of it.
Yeah, that was the other problem with that game, is you really only had that one game that worked for that, and that's like the most hated game of Leisure Suit Larry games, apparently. The one that we enjoyed.
Oh, really?
That's the one everyone hates, apparently. And then they did that horrible box office smash one, or whatever the fuck it was, and that we really...
That one is so painful. This is an interesting proposal from Alden. He says, what if you guys started making some of these shows that died Patreon goals? I mean, the thing is, if we reached like a high enough level on Patreon, we absolutely could make whatever series we wanted, because we wouldn't have to depend on views on YouTube at all. We could do anything. We could do whatever the fuck we wanted. We'd have complete freedom to make whatever series that we please, and that would be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want us to get super real with you here, it's like we have to pay other editors too, because like Emery and Aaron can't handle the entire workload on their own, in addition to doing all the recording that needs to be done. And I don't edit, but I take care of other things. So we hire outside editors a lot, and they obviously need money. So you have to at least get enough from the video to cover what you're paying them on. And if Patreon was super successful, this wouldn't matter. We'd be able to just make whatever we wanted, kind of regardless of views. The view money would essentially be the bonus that we could pay to the editors, as opposed to our actual primary income, the way it is now. So in a fantasy world, we'd be making more off of the Patreon so that we could just make whatever the hell we wanted. But as it stands, we kind of have to go with what gets views, because that's where the income is.
Right. It's the YouTube curse.
Yeah. Can we make Emery's Pasta Hour? Is that a movie? Just an hour of Emery eating pasta. Yeah, we'll make that a Patreon goal.
I don't know if that would have a lot of sustainability as a series, though.
Yeah.
Unless it was really interesting pasta. If it was like Epic Meal Time, it'd be like Epic Pasta Time. do you think, Emery?
Totally. Let's do it. I mean, there's
All right.
enough variety in pastas. Just think of all the... There's like 100 different pastas themselves, and then there's like a million different sauces. Oh my god. Think of all the things we could do. I've wanted to experiment with using pasta sauce as lube. I mean, that's something you can totally do on the show.
I think you'll only make it to 35.
For what? Like when you're having sex with a pig you're about to like bake?
Yes.
All right.
Awesome. More Yak Yukin? No. We kind of Aaron and I kind of talked about jokingly the other day about maybe doing one of those again, but the problem is they don't really make those games very often, and YouTube punishes you like hell for making a video like that. They demonetize it almost immediately, so it's really just done as a fan service. But there you go. That's another perfect example of like if we were making all our money off Patreon, we could just make shit like that because there would be no repercussions from YouTube.
But we wouldn't have to give a fuck about YouTube, and that's what a lot of YouTubers actually do. They do stuff on Patreon, and they don't care about the YouTube revenue. In fact, some guys aren't even monetized on YouTube, and they can just do anything they want, which is pretty cool.
It's an amazing creative freedom, because if you don't make stuff on YouTube, you may not know how this works, but you make a video, let's say we made another Yak Yukin, right? And it gets flagged by their system. Not only does that video get punished, but it also goes, oh, your channel must be bullshit. We're not going to recommend your videos to anybody anymore.
Right.
And it takes a long time to get out of that penalty box, basically.
That was
which is
like that sort of destroyed our channel the first time around, and why we had to start a new channel way back in like 2012 or whatever it was.
Like 2011 or
2011. Yeah.
Well, we had the mass redo. Terran Rich, we're talking about Yak Yukin special. Yeah, so you get fucked by stuff like that. That's why you need to. That's why we depend on Patreon, but it's just not enough money there to be able to do all that, to have that kind of creative freedom. So we're basically still at the mercy of our YouTube overlords.
Hey, Grant Sheet, welcome to the party. We're almost done, but
Sorry, dude.
Thanks for
But
coming.
you'll be able to watch both of the primary show and this show after they go up to YouTube.
David's Machinima, like I would say 5-6 years ago, used to have YouTubers sign bad contracts. So, and let me tell you a little history about Machinima. Then, like 3 or 4 years ago, they stopped doing that, and they a lot of like people who worked there changed, and everything changed at Machinima, and they realized that was stupid, and they stopped doing that. And unfortunately, it was too late. Now everyone thinks they are the worst thing ever in a million years. It's not true anymore, and I gotta tell you, almost no one who worked at Machinima back when they got that bad reputation works there anymore.
Yeah.
They cycle through so many different people. Their policies have changed completely. They don't fuck over people they sign. That's just not something that they do anymore, but they still have that stigma, which I totally understand. But it's just like, the thing is, a lot of these places, when they grow and they become bigger, not only do their policies change, but almost 90% of the people who work there change. And you get people who are just like, why are we doing this? Let's stop doing this. This is stupid. And so someone realized that was stupid, and they've gotten so much better. Like when we first signed with them, they were okay, and then it got better and better and better and better. And so now I actually really like what they're doing a lot now. And they're just like, it's too bad that reputation stays with them. I totally get why it does, but they're not like that at all anymore.
Yeah, I gotta defend them too. They've been super cool to us the whole time we've been with them.
Somebody's still subscribed to Game Society Films. That's awesome.
Yeah, that channel, I haven't checked on it in a long time. That channel was what they call spam terminated, where it's no longer allowed to be monetized for the dumbest reason ever. We were signed with an old MCN, which is like your YouTube network, and we decided we didn't like working with them anymore, so we wanted to switch over to Machinima. And there was this brief period there where we were technically back on YouTube's default system. And during that
24 hours. 24 hours.
It wasn't even 24 hours. It was like fucking 12 hours, because our boys over at Machinima were just like, yeah, we'll hook you right up, no problem. So they just had to initiate that move, and they started to do that. But anyway, so during that time, YouTube's default system took over, and it looked at our channel and went, oh, what's this Yak Yukin thing? Oh, what's all this
No,
other
that's not
shit?
true, Adam. They actually...
Oh, you're right. There was the audio.
what happened was they looked at the bots looked at music on our channel.
Yeah, the Apple Loops thing. I remember that.
Because we weren't signed with an MCN for some reason. They identified an Apple Loops song as something that was copyrighted, which it simply wasn't. It was absolutely not copyrighted at all and was completely free to use forever, interminably. But some douchebag had tried to monetize it or something, and we contested it, and eventually were proven right. And they said, like, oh yeah, you're right, this song is free and open and can be used by anyone. But when they first filed the complaint against us and gave us a strike, so I'm pretty sure someone at YouTube just looked at all the content on our channel and was just like, oh, I don't like this, and they took away our monetization. They pulled our Google AdSense completely. They were just like, and they would never ever give it back to us.
Yeah, they also sent us, like, there was that first video that you're talking about, the Apple Loops one, and then I think the next one was a Yak Yukin video, and then after that we got like 20, not you're not joking, we got like 25 sudden, like, you know, notifications of like your video has been flagged like across the board. And then, yeah, as he points out, eventually we won the case, as it were, but they also said at the same time, even though you won and we admit this mistake was completely on our end, we're not going to reverse anything, fuck you. And so then we went to Machinima and we're like, look, we're no longer popular because our channel was just destroyed. Will you let us just make a basic channel and just monetize and connect to it immediately, which is not their policy. But they're like, absolutely, no problem. And then they did it, and we've been with them since, and they've protected us from the fucking evil Sith Lords that run YouTube.
And that was where the Game Society Pimp's name came from, because we were Game Society Films, which was like a play on Blame Society Films because of that connection. And then we were like, well, what do we call the new channel? I don't know, Game Society. And then we were like, oh, how about Pimps? Because that's like so not what we are at all. It'll be hilarious.
Also, just in all our shows, something for Pimps, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Although, if I want to be honest with you, I do regret that decision, because whenever you are talking to a legitimate publication and you ask them for their name, that always kind of screws stuff up. Is that name?
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody names their channel something they regret. That's just how it works.
I just wish we had been able to keep the name Game Society Films, because it was such a good name.
Yeah.
But we got fucked on that one hardcore.
So, alright. I love that people are still subscribed to GSF. That's the best.
Yeah, you'll never see new videos on there. There are videos on there. All of them just feature us telling you to come over here. There's one semi-exclusive Skyrim for Pimps video over there that was surprisingly accurate, because it talks about all these things that back in season 3, when the channel got fucked over, that we were planning to do, and almost all of them, but not all of them, have happened. Just saying.
30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. You'd be amazed. Go back and watch that video. You'll be like, holy shit, we ended up doing that.
Wait, what did you just say?
If you rewatch, there's a Skyrim for Pimps video on Game Society Films where it just consists of Foon basically telling everybody to leave the channel and go to the other channel. And she says, like, on this channel I'll be doing nothing but standing here, but on the other channel you'll see this happen, and this happen, and this happen. And over the course of the last, like, 4 years, most of the things she said we actually ended up doing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm going to check that out now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's because that show is the one show where we put like a lot of thought into what the story is going to be. So I was like, all right, make sure you say stuff like this, make sure you say stuff like that, because plot lines, man. That's why Skyrim for Pimps is so fucking convoluted, because it takes so long to make and it has such a ridiculous story that just has been literally taking us now 5 years to unfold, and we're not done. So yeah.
Ah, we lost.
You suck, dude.
Oh man, yeah, we lost. Oh, so close though. So close.
Defeat.
Defeated.
Oh.
John,
Good
Mangan,
work.
don't worry about spoilers. The actual, in fact, I think we'd be all caught up at this point. I don't think anything Foon says is left to spoil.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody.
Yeah. This has been fun. Thank you guys. You guys are the best.
Been our longest after party ever and the best one ever.
You guys are cool. I like you. We could hang out. We are
Good. We
I
did.
even like you guys. I don't like anybody.
We done it.
Shit.
EmryCon, it's happening
Yeah, that's why EmryCon's like a party of one.
next
Doesn't even
weekend.
my friend go to EmryCon.
Get ready.
The hype is real.
Yeah, for real.
God, I wish we were better at making like websites and stuff because it'd be really funny to make a fake EmryCon website. You know, all the reservations are sold out. Like you do it like it's a full convention, you know, but it just says everything's sold out. Guest attendance is Emory and you know all this shit, but you're not allowed to go. It's just very snarky and everything. I just think that would be an amazing parody website.
Mhm.
It'd be really funny. All right, well I guess that is it. Everyone's sleepy and everything. So you guys are the best. Thank you very much for supporting us on Patreon. Thank you for putting up with us and all of our offenses because we're annoying and all that and loud and we swear and all that shit. And Emery says horrible things.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.